Hello my fellow mermaids, and thank you for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Keltie. I'm a lover of athletic apparel, fitness, sports, dogs, brunch. So you'll see a lot of all that kind of stuff on my channel. What I have in store for you guys today is what to expect at your first ever bar class. So what I like to do is sometimes go and try different forms of fitness and activities and bring you guys along with me so you can get an idea. So if you've always been like, oh, I'd love to do a kickboxing class, or I'd love to try yoga, but you're just nervous and not really sure what to expect, this video can kind of give you some tips and also just give you like behind the scenes of what your first class is going to be. So you'll walk in feeling confident, even though it's your first time, you'll be like, me and Keltie already practically did this. I'm good. I know what to expect. I got you. A highly requested one has been what to expect at a bar class. So I went to a local bar studio here in Edmonton and they brought me through my first class. So I've done some bar. I've done group classes that have bar components in it, but I've never actually been to an actual bar studio with actual bar and done that. Forewarning, gonna be questionable. I have no dance experience. I played sports growing up, so I did like basketball, volleyball, competitive swimming, track, all of which don't involve choreography or dance moves. I'm already not flexible and I'm sore right now on top of that, so this is gonna be questionable. So if you're a dancer watching this, give me some credit. Okay, you can rip me apart. I'm putting myself on YouTube. It's gonna come. There's gonna be some trolls. You might be a troll right there. Okay, hi, what's up? But it's not gonna be pretty. So don't look at this and be like, wow, this is bar goals. That's what I'm gonna look like. No, this is beginner level, what you can expect. And if you already have a dance experience, you're gonna be miles ahead of me as it is. But if I can do it, anyone can do it. Let's go try our first bar class together, see what happens, get a workout in, hopefully don't break my leg. This is the bar studio I went to. Every bar studio is gonna have a bit of different format, so you might wanna shop around, but typically it'll be a room like this with some bars. A lot will have equipment, small weights, that's the big thing. It's small weights, high reps, so that's pretty typical. This one also uses bands, so that's kind of what you can expect at any bar studio that you go to. Hi guys, I am with Megan and she's going to be the instructor for the bar class, so she's going to explain a bit of what you can expect at a bar class.
Hi guys, Bar Body Studio, we have a couple different bar class types on our schedule. The one we're going to do today is our Bar Body Fit, which is our classic, basic, that we build off our other formats on. So all of our classes start with a warm-up and then we go to a weight section, so light weights, heavy reps, really getting that endurance, focusing on shoulders, biceps, triceps, chest, and back. So getting that full upper body workout, light weights, lots and lots of reps. It's really gonna burn. Then we move to our bar work, which is what everybody comes for, so you get to feel like a ballerina. So the work we do at the bar is inspired by ballet movements, but modified with a fitness intention and for functional movements in life. So a lot of the movements are really small, so they're really easy on the joints. You're not doing big bouncing movements that are gonna hurt the hips or knees. They're gonna be really small, really controlled, and we're gonna do a lot of them. So it's gonna get to really burn, and we're gonna get into some of those deeper accessory muscles, supporting muscles, getting to more of those postural ones that are gonna help if you've got injuries or help improve your posture. And then we're gonna blend that with some bigger movements to help with flexibility, help with range of motion, and then flesh out that lactic acid, that burning feeling through. So we do 3 different series at the bar, and then we break those up with 2 cardio bursts. So 2 to 3 minutes, we get the heart rate up, we get into that fat burning zone, flush that lactic acid out, get that complete workout, that cardio workout, that muscular workout, and then we finish with 15 minutes of work on the floor, focusing on abdominals and core. And then we finish with a great stretch.
Woo! And I'm not a ballerina, so this is gonna be questionable. You're gonna wear these socks with grips on the bottom. Some studios don't let your toes out. These ones, they let it, and then they have grips all on the bottom of your socks, so that's what you wear in the class.
Facing the front mirror. So let's everybody, as you reach to those stairs, and keeping that upper body nice and tall.
So let's get me to explain it. First, we started off with just a warm-up. This is about 5-ish minutes. Movements like this, just different pulses, arm swings. You can see us picking up our toes and things like that. Bending over, kind of stretching, but not really, kind of some just active, passive movements, and then making sure, as they said, that you get little pulses in there, so the deeper muscles. So you'll notice even when we do this, it looks like we're just stretching, but we're actually pulsing. So we're there, but we're kind of going up and down. You'll see slight movements. Like you said, pulsing is going to be the theme of a bar class, and that's kind of what they're known for. So we're in that stretch, we're warming up our muscles, getting that range of motion, but also pulsing to activate some of the smaller muscle groups, as they said. So we kind of went up into a stretch, we went over, and this class, it was all like a group setting with an instructor at the front teaching this, and then we make sure to do both sides. Did this for about 5 minutes. What to wear, I would, similar to kind of a yoga, I wore a long sleeve because I tend to be cold and I didn't want to pull any muscles. So, and then pants, I would recommend as well, but you can wear a sports bra, tank top as well. It's what you're comfortable with.
Walk those hands and feet together. Slowly roll up. Run your weights. And be right back in the center of the room.
Now the warm up is over and we pick up some weights. We started with arms, but even though it's arms, we're still using some of our legs, just kind of get that full body workout. It started with full range of motion, and that is a theme I did notice. You'll start with full range and then you'll go into pulses. So here we got some squats, plie positions when your heels are together and pointed out, and then we go into some pulses for our arms. So just little movements and switch back and forth, and then they also switch to the back. I recommend start with the lightweight when you first do it because it's going to be shockingly burn. Then the first time we got to the bar, they also use these balls, so it's between your legs and it kind of in a squat position and just kind of going on our toes, engaging our glutes, and then also squeezing the ball. That's a big one to really get the muscles firing, and they do. And you can see then we went to a bit of a lower squat. This actually, I'm holding onto the bar quite a lot as you're supposed to, and then just really concentrate on that squeeze as if you're almost going to try and pop the ball. So that is something typical throughout the workout. You'll be on the bar, off the bar, on the bar. They do take times for like little stretches. So after this, she gave us like a minute. We had some water, did some stretches, and then we went to the cardio portion. So this was more faster movement, full body, side to side, kind of jumping jack action, squats movement. So this was a couple minutes. Not every studio does this, but I know it is kind of a bigger trend that's coming out there. So that way you're not just getting the sculpting aspects of a bar, you're also getting a bit more of a cardio burn, getting your sweat up. So if you're doing one like that, you could probably get away with maybe less clothes. So tank top, sports bra versus a long sleeve like I have here. Then booty pulses. This was a big one. So we started on our right leg and you're in that position for about a minute and alternating between a bit more full range and just pulses. Then we brought out the bands, which are great for building that booty. So we did marching on the spot. We alternated between kind of legs in just a shoulder width position. Then you also spread them out, as you'll see in a second, and come back together. And this was kind of more of a cardio combined with some sculpting aspects. That's how they had it. So you're getting that resistance on your glute, but you're also getting the cardio burn. And then we went right back to the other side. So I was definitely feeling it. It's different than weightlifting for sure. It's all about just the pulses. You're in there for a long period of time. So you'll still feel the burn. It's just different than resistance training. The trainer actually came over to all of us at one point and pushed back on that. And after you've been doing that for a few minutes, then getting the resistance, I won't lie, it definitely burned. And I was not happy in this time. It looks simple, but I was kind of dying. Then, as before, we got a little stretch on the bar. As you can see, I am not flexible. Something I'm working on. It's improvements. Small improvements. So very kind of ballerina-esque stretching is the theme, as you can imagine in bar. So be careful with this. Don't try and be a hero if you're starting out. It's way better to be able to continue to do it and improve than just injure yourself right off the bat. Then we went to do some core and glute work on the mat. So that we just pulled up a mat in front of us. You can see I'm holding the dumbbell and we're just doing a bunch of reps, pulsing there, and then we brought out the bands and did a lot of clamshells and movements in this position on their side to engage the glute. So another reason the glute burn. Now this one, you actually see my toe is touching and it kind of goes knee to toe. I really butchered this, as you can see from my face expression. And then we put the ball behind us and worked on some bit more of a core aspect. So that is a big theme, I would say, muscle group wise, that they concentrate on in bar is the deep glute, core, and they do some arm work. And so that is definitely the aspect that they concentrate on. Other areas are kind of forgotten, but that's usually what they want. And then we finished off with a nice stretch. They have ones that are unique to them, and I know some classes will be a bit more bar focused, some will be just typical stretches you do after a class. This class was 60 minutes. It really depends on the studio you go to, but that is a pretty cliche level. So that is what you can kind of expect the first time you hop into a bar class, and specifically at this studio. And And that is my first experience at a barre class. If you come from a dancing background, I think you'll really enjoy it because it has some of those elements. And if you're someone who always wanted to do dance but never did, I think it's also great because you can start as such a beginner and kind of build your way up and progress. It definitely is unique to how I usually train. It's a lot of pulses that I am not used to, and my butt is death after. So sitting tomorrow is gonna be tough. But if you guys do barre classes, feel free to let us know your experience down below. If you do have any other questions about barre class that I didn't cover in this video, comment below and I'll do my best to answer them or send you to a resource so you can get it. And let me know what other fitness activities you guys would like me to do behind the scene of. I've done kickboxing and spin class, so you can go check those out. Now barre. Anything else, let me know down in the comments and I'd be happy to do that for you. If you're new to our channel, feel free to hit subscribe and join our mermaid tribe. We'd love to have you. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, we can stay in contact there. And hope you have a fabulous day, my fellow mermaids. Take on the world in your stretchy pants, try a new form of activity, get outside, work out, feel good about yourself because you're beautiful. Yep, you right there, you are beautiful. Take on the world because you're the best. Remember, you're beautiful and smart and amazing. Yes, you are. Have a great day.